Welcome back to Games Revealed. I'm James and also the Brink, and we are one. Okay, so starting out, hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm assuming you can. Hopefully you can hear me well enough. My son likes to mess with the dials. Um, so let's go over to chat and see how everyone's doing. Um, I changed the title on this. I am not feeling 100%. Now, I haven't tested positive for COVID in about almost a week. I think it was like Thursday at one point and test positive. But I think we got something else. But on top of that, yeah, I don't feel overly great. So this is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream podcast, but we're still going to talk about some good stuff. So don't worry. It's just not going to be about Proton, as I want to give that one a little bit more justice. And so we're going to talk about things that we wish the deck could do and kind of go down some of those things. And part of this is deck rebuild project related. And we could go over some updates on that too, because honestly, like it's coming along pretty good. Get a little sneak peek. I almost canceled this, but I just honestly I wanted to chat with you guys. Okay, first up, what's up, Death Lord Strong? What I see Death Lord Strong has come to the proper AA meeting. Or what is it again that we called it? Like the Steam Cell Anonymous SSA. Uh, what's up, everyone? My name is DLS. I have an obsession with Steam Cell. Game I bought for the end of the cell is GTA 5 Premium Edition for $15. Yes, 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 yes. Honestly, I bought one thing during this sell because I bought so much during the fall sell, which was essentially in November. I just bought Independent Prepper. I just bought Death Stranding for $18 on Fanatical, cheaper than Steam. Nice. Yeah, no, Fanatical has been amazing. Make sure to use my uh referral code. You don't have to, but you can. Um Brandon Kitchens, welcome, welcome, Brandon, and welcome, Independent Prepper. Keep that immune system strong, brother. What's up from the Duo fam? Yes, yes, yes. Oh man, I hear it in my voice now. I'm like, oh, I don't feel like I should be like not feel well, but nope, I am. Yes, you could just hear probably from my voice, a little deeper than it should be. Um, yes, welcome, Chad, Cat, and Bebe. Welcome, Stream Elements. I can't remember if I disabled you or not, but apparently you're not. Jeremy, welcome, welcome, welcome. Esoteric Wolf, welcome. Jeremy, the only two games I bought were Blacktail and Cult of the Lamb. Cult of the Lamb's really good. Oh man, I really should play a lot more of that. I have a hard time getting into that game, and then, well, I don't. I kind of do. It's a good game. Rachie, I don't know what I'm doing here. First time on this cast. Well, I will keep cleaning dishes while listening. By the way, I just bought a game called Wonder Song. Nice. I've heard that game. I have not played that game though. I'll have to give it a try and enjoy those dishes. And I'm glad you wandered on in here, Rachie. Death Lord Strong. Well, Wolves, what's up? Yes, okay. We're saying hi's to everyone else. Okay, so today's plan is to go over a few Steam Deck news pieces. We're going to cover Hot Toddy's Brink right after the Steam Deck. Okay. Honestly, I just need sleep. I have not been able to sleep very well the past few days, and it's caught up along with just other things. LoJack, welcome, welcome. How's it going? And Wolf, if I didn't say it, welcome. So, yeah, I wanna do like a little bit of updates and stuff like that. Um, and we'll keep this one a little shorter. I just really want to chat with you guys. So this might not even end up being a podcast. Uh, I mean, we'll cover some good stuff. Don't worry. Oh man, you can see the bloodshot. I was staring at the computer until man, I did not realize how bad that was until like one the past few nights. and then my kids would wake well, actually, honestly, I just wake up at 6 or 7, and yeah, that was bad. So, um, let me get some stuff prepared. You guys, if you have any questions about any projects I'm working on, anything else Steam Deck related, more than welcome to ask now as we warm up. I'm gonna save like I said, I'm gonna save the Proton stuff for when I'm feeling better. Honestly, I like chatting with you guys. I was thinking about canceling, and I'm like, it's because I didn't start feeling like pretty crappy until like an hour ago. So I'm gonna get off a little early, get this release for Deck Revealed to for alpha for the big deck energy people out as soon as I can. I'm pushing through that, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Okay. I do have a couple of things of news I did want to cover. I'm just gonna make sure. Yeah. Okay, some interesting news that we can jump on around into. New flip. What's new flip? Is there missing something? Was there just like that was a GameSpot? Interesting. Okay. Oh no, thank you guys. Go slam some vitamin C. Vitamin C, while it's an antioxidant and can be indirectly linked to immune system, does not necessarily affect the immune system directly. What you'd w we don't need to get into that. This is not the health podcast. This is, me not being well. Thank you, Kevin. Um, independent independent prepper, Rocket NVMe, 4, a 2230 SSD, 1 terabyte on sale for 140 on ooh, I don't know how I didn't see that. I've been looking at these. Really, I shouldn't spend money. Should I start begging for money? No, I am going to actually be launching the, membership, the YouTube membership for this channel, and I plan on doing actually a lot with it. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. Look at that. Okay, I am gonna share my screen, and we're gonna look into some of this news, kind of news. Let's see here. Thank you, independent prepper. I will share my screen now. Yeah, so I'm also been working on my reviews also, another video hasn't been out yet. So I got the GPD Win Max 2 about a month ago almost. I really like it. I will say right now though, there's the controllers on it are kinda garbage, but for everything else, I've gotten used to the tiny keyboard. I know I'm jumping all over the place, right? We'll get into the thing real soon. Just a little sneak peek into this. I actually have been using this more and more. I actually did editing for the Deck Revealed project demo video that I did yesterday. I did it all on this, and I will have to say that 60 FU is a beast. I did it w and the bat I have to look at the battery compared to the deck. I will have to say I only used probably 20% in a 30-minute session editing, which is crazy. This this thing right here, is a powerhouse for an APU for what it is. I I do have 32 gigs. I don't think that's the problem, and it is helpful. I will have to say, I really think potentially, Valve is making a big mistake by not actually using this, upgrading to a 6800, or at least at the bare minimum, customizing it to a 6800, and doing a little bit extra battery to compensate, because so far, this thing's a beast. While I do love my deck, it definitely has a little bit of limitations. I hook this up to 4 has the 4G module also, so I can hook up my wireless, internet to it when I make more money. It has an extra SSD, which I'm actually thinking about putting SteamOS onto. seeing if I can dual meaning, when I boot it up, I just selected that one instead of, the main one. Test. Okay, LoJack, everyone hop on Dangerfield shore bus. Oh my gosh. Such a horrible joke, but it is pretty funny. Wolf. I'm working really hard right now because I have a goal, and the deck reveal project honestly has become my baby, and I need to get back into things. Let me see if I can turn up my yeah. Hey, can you guys hear me a little bit better? I think I turned up the volume on me. My setup has been kind of weird. Okay, well, let's see. Let me reset some stuff real quick. Like I said, my kids like to mess with stuff. So oh, interesting. Okay, can you guys hear me a little bit better? Oh, it's still cutting out, is it? I've had this problem before. S It's no, man, I hate it when my son messes with it. I can turn the gain up all the way. Any better now? I mean, I can always replace it with another mic. I'm just double checking right now. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Rachie. Awesome. Okay. Glad to hear. So, first up, here we okay, first up, the 1 terabyte 2230 right here is on sale for 159. 2 left. Wow. Is it on sale or it's just you can get it for 159? I will also show you another place where you could take a chance. We wanna go over this type of stuff. We'll have a very fun, sporadic ADHD session of this. Um, I'm curious, why is this getting bad reviews? Where wait, why aren't top reviews from the United States? What? Huh, that's really sus that there's no other ones. Okay, crazy. That's cool that you're talking about the new chip actually came out on the Amazon right now, the 1 2 terabyte SSD card. Which one? This one? Raichi, all the pain would have been avoided if Xbox and Steam decided to go 2242. I actually think they could have gone with a 2230 or 80. I I go back and forth on this, and I get lots of comments on this on both sides. It's kind of funny. Um, I think they could have put a 2280 in it, personally, and I think the power draw wouldn't have been that big a deal. Now, I'm not an engineer. Well, okay, I'm a software engineer, I'm not a hardware engineer. Um, but they could always limit power draw and stuff like that. So, if they were worried about that, I think they could have limited power draw if they were worried about power management and all that. Heat, maybe, but once again, power draw, reduce the speeds if they really were worried about that. I don't know why, I bet you it was just parts. Oh, yeah, 140, 59, honestly, really tempted to get this. In fact, I will throw this into the chat if anyone is interested. Once again, it's an affiliate link, so do with it what you want. You don't have to use my affiliate links, but I figured If you're gonna do it, use it. If not, not a big deal. I will not cry too much. Um, yeah, I was going for cheap, so like $9 cheaper. Still pretty good. Let's go to AliExpress. They have some interesting priced ones, which very sus. I know. I hang around my son too much. He's 5. Come on here. 2232 terabyte. Now there is a 2 terabyte chip, but I don't think Western Digital has one yet. I could be wrong, but this is one of those support the Brinkinator. Yes. Um, oh, so I will need to test and stuff like that. Um, I haven't seen great evidence to say that, like, throwing in a much faster SSD into the Steam Deck helps that much, but I bet you in some games it potentially could. I have a couple of things I need to yeah. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, that thing is speedy. For that price? Damn. Yeah, just as a comparison, I was looking at some early like, look at that. That is fast. Almost 5,000 megabytes per second is fast. Oh, Daniel, you are in luck. Hello, everyone. I'm getting a Steam Deck 512 gigabyte on January 10th, 2023 at my front door on unbox soon. Nice. Congrats. Whoa, when does it start doing that? Oh well. Congrats, Daniel. And yeah, happy for you. It's a great device. Um BT Maverick. Lol, did you guys see the gaming on Linux guy accidentally changed his name to Linux dude for a few weeks? Wait. What does that mean? Is that like a don't he accidentally? I don't know what that means. That's interesting, Maverick. You could explain a little bit more. I did not see that. The only the only interaction I've ever had with him is him, defending a stance that he had really hard on Twitter. Like, it was really hard defense. So far, it's getting 4 stars out of 5, all good reviews on Amazon, and what I read online supposedly is supposed to be fast. Yes, it's gonna be really fast. It let's see here. So if we look at the X, um, I honestly, when it comes to SSDs, I want size over speed, but if you kinda get both, awesome. I have been looking because I've been doing more development on my Steam Deck. Because of the Deck Rebuild project, I really have been looking to maybe upgrade. I just don't wanna spend the money, but I might. I don't know, we'll see. So, right here, models with the PCIe Gen 3 SSD. In our testing, we did not see an impact on gaming for performance between X2 and X4. Um, so yeah, this is where I'm getting that information from. Now, I'm kinda curious if so one of the things let's see, talked about it, I think a few weeks ago in one of my videos a little bit. Um, Horizon Zero Dawn has some loading issues. I think they do. It's sometimes when you're going certain distance inside the game, you'll get chunk loading, where it will start loading additional chunks or additional areas and then it slows down, and I'm wondering if you have it on the SD card, if it slows it down or as opposed to an SSD, um, because I wanna look into that a little bit more, but, if not, then, I don't know if it's balanced or anything. So, if you look at the PCI Gen 3 X4 or PCI Gen yeah, which is the new yeah, which is what they're now putting in here. I know people are really not, happy about that, but I think I might even have the X2. If we go to this, look for these this is the new Gen 4. While and maybe someone can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but this is Gen 3. I don't know if it supports a Gen 4 speed enhancement, meaning, like, I don't know if it actually boosts or this would default back to that Gen 3. Um, oh, that's a good point, Deathlord Strong. We could do some cleanup on this. Oh, I still need to announce, I am working on, like, giveaway announcements and all that. I'm always, like, I swear a couple weeks behind on that. Uh, yeah, crazy. Yeah, just go back to your comment. So far as getting 4 stars out of 5, all good review honestly, yeah, all the reviews are looking good. I'm wondering if the, 4 or, 1 stars are just maybe bad chipsets or a competitor just downvoting it. We need a dedicated way okay, Celine Celine, Celine Celine, we need a dedicated way to raise the font size. Let's see. I need to, can't read this. Uh Raise the font size in games and generally. Yes, I get accessibility wise, it should be developed and a big part of that problem, not that this is really about this podcast is really about that. A really big problem with that though, the font sizes and all, is just poor GUI management inside of game engines. They're not really designed to scale well. Honestly, if they used HTML standards for their GUIs, like, you would run into some little issues. They scale actually really well, and it's really easy to add accessibilities to that. And Proton or some other driver probably could fix that too. But I agree, these games weren't designed to be on a smaller screen, so it's causing some issues. Back to you, BT Maverick, with your, response, and we'll get back to Uh, Gaming on Linux is a great Steam Deck channel for anyone that doesn't know. Yes, yes, yes. No, yeah, he does some very interesting things. Uh, Somehow he was messing with his channel's name to change for a day and didn't know that it locks you in that name. Oh, that makes sense. They probably don't want people changing the names very often. That would that would really suck. But to be fair, Linux dude, not that is not that far off from what he is. You're good, Daniel. Okay, I mean, wouldn't it be kind of a mission to install it if it's a little bit bigger? Because I know what you're talking about with size differences. Um, Size differences on this? I'm not talking about dimensions. Is it one-sided chips? All that should really matter. Everything else should work fine as long as it's not, dual. I can't tell if it's dual or not. Huh. Um, it's probably one-sided. Most of these chips are one-sided. So if it's dual, it won't be compatible with Steam Deck because it doesn't lay down properly, the deck in the back of the deck. Not compatible with, a wider, taller, chip. But from what I'm seeing here, it's 1. What I'm I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Like I said, I do not feel great. Let's I do apologize. Independent prepper, I'll find out. I bought a second Steam Deck and just received my 1 terabyte yesterday. I'm just waiting to order a USB-C flash drive and a screwdriver kit. I'll be putting together in a couple of weeks. Nice. Yeah, let me know how it goes. That is exciting. I've thought about doing another Steam Deck because I've been getting tired of going in and out of desktop mode for development with the deck revealed because I've been doing more and more development on the deck for deck revealed, and they plan on actually doing some content on that in the future so people can be more a part of that. Crazy Tamal, welcome, welcome. All right, hey, if you're here for a little bit, so am I. It's just good to have you. Let's see here. Okay, okay, we're back to this. So yeah, I'm really tempted to look and get one of these. I've already added this to to the list. Um, I've also thought about getting a full 2280, but for a one terabyte for that price, not bad. Not bad, and I think it's gonna work fine. I don't think you're but here's the thing, I don't think you're gonna be getting those data transfer speeds, like I said. Um, the PCI Gen 3 slot will, I think, limit it. I could be wrong. I need to look into those, but I do feel like I looked into this a couple weeks ago. Um, and the Gen 3 as opposed to Gen 4 will matter, and you probably won't see a speed increase. So, just as a heads up on that. Now, anyone here, they can, you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but uh, compatible devices says right there, Steam Deck. That's nice, but it doesn't mean the speed increase though. Compatibility does not mean. Um. Oh, I see what you're saying. Crazy. Okay. Difference will be it would say 2242 or 2230. The ones that fit perfect on the Steam Deck is a 2030 with the yes, 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 yes. I lost context because I've been missing changing. The 2242 technically can with some modifications and a little work can fit in the Steam Deck. I just wouldn't recommend it. I don't like doing that. I'd almost recommend stapling a 2280 on the back of your thing, your deck, and wiring it through the fan hole like that one creator did. Crazy small work is annoying. Work annoying us now. No longer allowed to watch video content. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Ugh, that sucks. Okay, so um, that's this. Then we then we got who thinks this is legit? Like a 2 terabyte Western Digital uh 2230 card for 250. I mean, I don't know, man. Doxing myself a little bit there. Brian, be cautious of the 2242. It will overlap the battery controller. Yeah, it's all sorts of things I just don't recommend. That's unless you're a true team cooker or someone that really likes to get dirty, I don't recommend going that route just to show that. Crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna get it just to test it out as soon as next week, see the difference between it and Western Digital SSD card. Honestly, um, I don't know if you're gonna see a huge difference, but we'll see. My guess is my guess is that you're not gonna see a big difference, but I 100% am probably wrong. 0 confidence in myself, I guess. Reichi, I thought I would be playing visual novel strategy games and JRPGs on the Steam Deck. I ended up playing action and racing, and they take a lot of space. Yeah. Yep. Nope, that's why well, what I still do SD card, for games. Most likely what I'd be doing, with a larger SSD on my deck would be for development, for just additional not have to worry about installing additional packages and running out of room and all that, and tooling and all that. Yeah, I pretty much I was hoping to play more I don't know. I've been playing a lot more indie games with the deck, which is actually good. I don't usually play as many indie games, and I love well, I like for there's certain types of indie games I really Independent prepper. Okay, good. I would assume so. I don't know if there is a 2230 that's dual. That is one way to stick more memory if they technically. I have a feeling that no 2230 slot accepts dual. Like, I could open up the GPD Max one too, it doesn't accept it. Like, it doesn't have enough room on the other side to have a double-sided, um, memory chip. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's just my recommendation. I did a video on that, not to do it, and people yelled at me essentially in the comments. So, yeah, it was always fun. Where I'm just like, "I don't know what you're doing. Why do it? Just like extra space is nice, but frick, just put SD cards, um, or upgrade to a 1 terabyte. That's what they need." Yes. So, I mean, it's not all you need. I'm not. Let's not go that way. If I could get a 4 terabyte for $150, I'd get a 4 terabyte. Oh, the kill switch updates. Well, I'm wondering too. I actually do like this. The Damascus thing. I'm kind of wondering. Project Kill Switch ships Q1. It sounded like I swear they said January. Swear they said sometime in January. And if that's true, then we should be getting notified soon about it. If you don't hear within the next 2 weeks, then assume that it's gonna be later Q3 probably, or Q1, sorry. Um, so I wonder if JSOX kinda scared them a little bit, and that maybe they're doing some more work with their extensions. Because honestly, and this is the great part about, competitors, while very cool, JSOX came out with their case that can do a lot of the similar things. We can in fact, let's accessories again. I need to it's a pre-order case. I need to see if I can get one from them. I doubt it. But, yeah, mod case for Steam Deck, PC01. Okay. Yeah, basic set, cooler kit, hub kit, I thought was actually pretty cool. Honestly, that is pretty cool. M.2 wait, what a watch? Am I going crazy here? Wait, is that as strap it to something or strap it to your arm? I did not see that before. What the uh, strap, it just says strap. I'm assuming it's for the battery. Never mind. But there you go. Now you can have your whole you can be, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not Pokemon. Whatever. You can have your deck attached to your wrists and just play it like that. No, that's what I thought of. I am a little delusional, but, right now, but that's what I thought of. Yeah, it's the battery strap, and I love how they complained about and now this is not a direct, copy, but they complained about other companies copying their design. Other people were saying, "Oh, with the docks and all that," where some kinda did. They were different enough, but it's not like their design was, like, for their dock was, like, amazing. But this in response to Kill Switch definitely feels very, you know, it's not copied. Once again, but it's the same concept. Interchangeable, it has attachment ability, and then it has this. I will say, I still think the deck looks much better. I don't think it says up to 18 degrees cooler, the most efficient way to cool down the Steam Deck. I mm, is cooling down the area that's adding additional? I don't know. I really don't know, and I don't know if you should actually care. I know it gets hot. If that really does bother you, maybe this will help, but I think these are always kind of, a little gimmicky, these fan systems. We don't have any evidence yet to say that there is issues with cooling on the deck in the sense I haven't seen it. And 1 or 2 offshoots of people complaining about it is not evidence. That's happenstance. Let's see, let's get into some comments real quick. Wolf, I'm kinda liking the JSTOCKS mod case. I want the battery pack one for the same price of a 1 terabyte 2230. I got myself a Lenovo X1 tab with 7th gen i5K a 2K display. Nice. Yeah, the 1 terabyte 2 well, if you can't get a power bank, not 1, that's too bad. Have to check because supposedly the difference will be booting up faster, running games faster, so I'll see if there's any changes between booting up things on SSD, 1 terabyte, and micro SD card. Well, yeah, I mean, someone did, like, a whole thing on SSDs and micro SDs, like, at the beginning of the deck's life, and did not show a good enough improvement. Now, who knows? Hardware could have changed. Maybe there's limiters or something like that. Maybe the deck is really does limit the power intake of the 2230. But I really am curious. Kids are crying, sorry, getting a little distracted. Um, I am really curious if it will be much faster. Like I said, the Gen 4 and Gen 3, where you're getting some of those huge speed bumps, I'm thinking is in the Gen 4, so we'll see. I'm curious. Nonetheless, I still don't think it was a gamble, like, in the sense of if you it was a really expensive SSD, then yeah. Yeah, Wolf, I kinda got that. It took me a little bit, a little slow. Loris, Inspector Gadget, yeah, exactly, and honestly, yeah. What am I oh my gosh, am I, like, really behind? Okay, so, I mean, for $40, mod case for Steam Deck, and this the basic set is just those 2 things, right? The cooler kit, the hub kit, I'm surprised why would they not just do a the ultimate kit must be sold out, $150. That being said, does come with the hub and the 2 slot kit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed. I don't I felt like this was brought out to compete with, um, Kill Switch before Kill Switch brings out their new thing. I will say I like the way the Kill Switch looks all around. I think it looks much better. I think it looks like a much better design product, and it's not me, I'm not a D brand guy per se. I've only bought a few things from D brand. Um, it does not come with everything for us. You have to get the ultimate kit for it to come with everything, so if the basic kit comes with these 2 things, which, if you want, like, it's the stand or it's got the, strap, um, it's still, you know, that being said, much better price than the Kill Switch for similar capabilities. But you get into the cooler kit, which, eh, honestly, from my understanding, these aren't supposed to work that well. I'm always skeptical. The hub kit, I will have to admit, is pretty cool, and being at the same price that the Steam Deck dock is, that's pretty awesome too. The M.2 slot kit doesn't make sense to me. I think they could have made the hub in such a way that it could have included the M.2 slot in it. Yes, it would have made it cost more, but you can go buy one of these anyways. So, I don't know. Unless does it slot in a different how does it slot? I'm assuming that's the M.2 battery bank, which is a cool concept. It makes it so that it makes it easier to grip onto. Does it actually come with a battery bank? Oh, it does, look at that. Have their own battery bank. 65 watt, 2000 milliamp power bank kit. Hmm. I have a feeling quality-wise, it's gonna be between Kill Switch. I feel like it's gonna be between Kill Switch and this, AliExpress case. I will say this thing is very cheap, meaning it was not designed very well, and it just does not fit the deck very well. Yeah, Wolf, thank you. Use for your wrist. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta carry your deck in such a way that it just works. Wow. I think, like, streaming is really behind. Yeah, I will say, personally, if people complained about the price of the kill switch, $150 for all this is not bad, because you think about it, the power bank alone, $40, the hub, $40, um, this, $10, you can get, like, a 2 slot kit for this, $10. It's not bad, but I think the cooler kit is gimmicky at best, personally. I think the hub kit is the best thing on here because it really just I like portability on the go. It's not the most needed thing though, and I have plenty of hubs, so, this is also kind of feels like secondhand. I do like the base kit though, like, meaning it's just you yeah, okay. Wonder if you could strap it with the hub kit. No, you can't. They should have made it so that you could, like, strap it somewhere, unless you can, unless I'm just totally missing something. Sorry, I am really just trying to understand this. 'Cause if this can strap onto the top of the hub, that would be pretty cool. Okay, we can get moving on here in a second. Loris, you're gonna get the ultimate kit. Awesome. Let me know how it goes. Honestly, I'm really curious. I'm gonna contact them. In fact, well, we should probably contact them. I think I have a contact to remind me, and we should contact them and see if we can get at least the basic kit for testing. I know other people that are partnered with them are getting it. I would love to try it and test it out against I don't really I mean, I'd love to test each one of these features, but the cooling mode, I just don't know if I need it. I just don't know. I don't have key issues with it. I have used my battery bank. I'll have to say, hooking up my battery bank to the back of my deck is really nice. Okay. Okay, you guys are talking about the folds and all that. I do kinda wanna get a Fold 3 now. Fold 3 or 4. I wanna get an Android because there's a cool feature actually on the Steam Deck's, new update, 3.4, SteamOS 3.4. The KNext Connect, I think? It's I can't remember what, but it's essentially a phone app that you can connect your Android device to then utilize, like, I think SMS and all that on the desktop. You can do the same thing in Windows, actually, with Android, and with iOS, you can do it with your iOS phone. Pretty cool stuff, actually. I need to do, maybe a video on it sometime. Uh, so I do not know when the Kill Switch case is gonna be coming out, being re-released. It's probably gonna be okay, so it's still planned, Wolf, for Jan 2023. Yeah, they did say they haven't heard anything, so I'm assuming that we're gonna get some news very soon. Okay, so that's this. I think it's really exciting. Honestly, I think it's a good competitor. I'm curious to see if Steam Kill Switch is going to compete with price. can already tell though. We'll see though. This looks a lot more comfortable than the, odd cases case. I'm just personally, it looks more comfortable. After feeling material like this before, it just looks like it would oh yeah, scam? So we're saying this is a scam? I think one of you guys said that. I'm really curious though, nonetheless. Heck, even if it is not really fast, it'd be nice to get a 22, 32 terabyte. It's probably not Western Digital though. Okay. Oh my goodness. Could you okay, I don't know if I have audio sharing on. I was like, "Could you guys hear that?" Okay. Oh, yeah, this is another thing that was kinda cool. So Xbox announces 16 more games now officially supported on Steam Deck since the last update earlier this year. Now, this is a little bit older news, but I thought it was pretty cool that we have Deathloop, which, yep, I already saw that it was, verified. I bought it, and I do plan on playing it on there on the deck. Pentant I thought I Pen Pentiment. And then we have Doom Eternal, which I think Doom Eternal's been working since day one that I got the deck. Oh, they said the cooler was a scam. Okay, Wolf. Honestly, I'm kind of curious if this is a scam or not. This the SSD Western Digital on AliExpress for 250. It feels like a scam. I just feels like one. Um, Dust, Super Lucky Tell, Explosion Man, and then you have Playable, which is Halo Infinite. And I think they're still working on more Halo Infinite stuff. But then you just have a full list. I'm not. You guys can read, I guess. But if you're, yeah, so sorry, I'm reading chat real quick. I think State of Decay didn't actually work. I think State of Decay 1 did work when I tried it a couple months ago. So that's pretty cool to see that. Fable already worked, I think, when I tried it a while ago. So you can just see that Microsoft, it sounds like Microsoft's announcing them. So they must be working with them a little bit to make sure that these work. I'm really hoping that the Xbox Game Pass, because it looks like Valve is working with them to maybe get Xbox streaming service natively supported on Steam Deck. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, you can just use the deck rebuild project to do that. Um, so, from my understanding, with OLED, you don't need to do HDR, or you don't do HDR with OLED, right? Am I mistaken on that? I swear that was a thing. Was kind of confused. No, looks like you can. Okay, cool. So, um, this is confirming Valve's designers have revealed that at least one of the developers associated with the company is working on spinning up HDR for Linux gaming. Uh, yeah, I don't even know if there's support technically for HDR in Linux. Via the Davic, whatever it's called, GPI G driver system, whatever it is. Sorry, once again, sick, not fully here. That's okay, or just tired, whatever it is. Has apparently gotten HDR properly going. The development was not noted by Steam Deck developer Griffiths via Griffey, yeah, Griffey Twitter, where he showed off both Halo Infinite and Deep Rock Galactic. I find it specifically very spicy to play Microsoft flagship series on Linux machine. Yeah, that is an interesting one. Oh, I missed this Twitter. I haven't been on Twitter for a little bit. I've been in a cave working on deck rebuild. I have not seen battery improvement crazy. Have you? I don't know if I have or not. But Crazy says, has anyone seen a battery difference on the latest update on the Steam Deck 3.4, 3.44? Oh, 3.4 or 3.44. No, I've been running 3.4 for a while. I haven't seen the battery difference though. But then again, I don't pay attention to that stuff very well unless I'm really testing it. New Linux gaming milestone with the latest work from Josh Ashton. HDR can now be enabled for real games. Tested it tonight on AMD desktop with Halo Infinite, Deep Rock Galactic, and Death Stranding DC very early and still. Okay, so if I hook it up to my monitor right here, and then I turn on HDR. Wow, that's actually really cool. I have an HDR monitor. How do you turn it on though? Just if the game supports it. Which it goes into the title for an OLED Steam Deck. I'm wondering, yeah, they're looking to update their Steam Deck, so I'm wondering. Daniel, MU Games, cool, yes. Oh, you guys are good. You're more than welcome to talk about stuff. Vine Smash, welcome by the way. Ori games are the only Xbox games I have played in a long time. Nice. Brendan Kitchens, aka Dual Fam. How strong do you think the graphics will possibly be with the Deck 2? Depending how it goes, I think the Deck 2, and they've already mentioned that I think they're working on it. I wonder if they're going to announce it. If there's not going to be any graphical upgrades, it's going to come out this next year. If it comes out in 2024, then I think there's going to they have a generation that they could talk about, or that they could a huge generational gap, and I think pretty strong rumors of them working with AMD on the next gen APU. If that's the case, think of it as being even more powerful than the 6800. It's going to be a newer chipset than the 6800, I believe. The 6800 is actually, I'll have to look at percentages, but 6800U AMD APU is beastly. So probably not double, but maybe I'm thinking a 30 to 50% increase, maybe 60 if we're lucky, which is pretty big. Meaning, if we're playing, let's say, it affect a game kind of like Callisto Protocol, where if I'm playing about 25 to 30 on the lowest settings, that would bump it up to about a 45. So that's super playable and be amazing. The 6800 alone potentially could bump it up to 400. Like, you get some pretty good increases in performance with that 6800 if you do it right. And its core count's super high, so for using it as a desktop is amazing. Whether or not the Steam Deck 2, now that's if the Steam Deck 2 waits until the next gen. I will say right now though, they said the next gen Steam Deck, they're not working on performance changes. What they are is the battery and the screen. So most likely an OLED, could even be bumped up to a 1080. Who knows? Probably not for battery sake. Even though FSR would help with that going up to the 1080. I think they should do it at 1080. And then and if they update the battery, they could still do a 1080 OLED with an upgraded battery. So we'll see. Performance, honestly, the battery is fine enough for me right now. I don't mind strapping a battery bank or whatever I need to. I know like a lot of people, that's their big point. Not for me though. My biggest thing is I actually want more power. And with the new 6800Us coming out, it really is showing that the deck could use just a little bit more power. The ecosystem still beats that whole thing, but their competition does have a little bit of a leg up when it comes to performance. So that being said, highly doubt the Steam Deck 2 is going to be much of a performance, if any, gain, like they've mentioned, next gen. But generation after that should be a pretty big increase. We'll see, though. I do think it's a big mistake if they don't up that power. Oh my gosh, low jack. Crazy Tamal. If we get a better APU and better battery, I think we will get a decent device. Honestly, like I said, I'm kind of an a-hole. I don't think the battery's that bad. I do think a better APU is what I truly want. A better screen would be nice. It all depends on the games you want to play. Since I do a lot of Steam Deck content, play a lot of games on the deck, I want a faster APU. If I can, the more, because the Callisto Protocol kind of just disappointed me, and I'm like, I had stuff I wanted to cover on it. The videos didn't do as well, and it just didn't perform as well as I wanted. And so, like in the end, I just didn't fully do a video, much videos on the Steam Deck with it, because it was disappointing, and I don't want that to happen again personally. Rachie, I used the NEU 30-watt car charger for the Steam Deck. It's quite cheap. Yes, I think that's the one I might have recommended, or I did recommend something similar. And while it's about as low as you want to probably get with the wattage for a wall charger, it's pretty good. Honestly, I like it. It's not a wall charger. It's yeah. Games revealed. Chad. I'm assuming Chad. I still say even 8-inch OLED screen will help out a lot with a lot of games with small text. Yeah, it would. 1080 would help a little bit with that too. But yeah, an 8-inch would be great. I don't know if they. I don't know. I would like it, but I'm not sure if other people want an 8-inch screen as opposed. Now, if they can make it bezel-less, like the GPD Win Max 2 has bezel-less essentially screen, and I love it. Crazy Tamal. Remember, APU more power consumption, so a better battery makes sense. Nothing too crazy about something good. I mean, technically, transistor size reduces power consumption and power and heat distributed. So with the next gen system, I don't even know what the nanometer size is with the 6800U as opposed to what's in the deck. I don't know what the chipset differences are. But that's technically correct. Technically, more power or a faster APU, more power consumed, but it's not. It's not ultimately because smaller transistors you don't need as much. That being said, the 6800U has more cores in it, and I think some of these devices had to compensate with having quite a bit bigger batteries because it has 6 to 8 cores in these devices as opposed to the and this is CPU, by the way. The GPD, or not the GPD, the Steam Deck has a 4-core, and core count does eat up battery consumption. So, a bigger battery would make sense, though. I'm not saying I don't want one, but my number one thing on the list is it might be tied. I don't know. Between a USB 4 slot and the APU. Honestly, if they put an USB 4 slot, that might fix some of my issues because I could do a lot more content with an external GPU. It'd be fun. Lumkey, hi, I'm late. Yes, you are late, but that's okay. We still like you, Lumkey. Okay. Okay. Let's so yeah, HDR support is really cool. Does most likely hopefully means OLED and all that. CES is coming up soon, if not already started. And I wanted to go this year, but it's not gonna happen. I have my deck revealed stuff to work on, which we can get into here in a second, and then I can kind of sign off. We can see what was the most played Steam Deck games in 2022, December 2022. Is this not gonna? Is this a video? Nah, F it. Okay, well, we're gonna start winding this down. Honestly, this has been pretty good. But like I said, it's gonna be a shorter one today. Does Digo? Don't forget about easy SSD swapping with 2280 M.2 drives would be a nice upgrade. Honestly, so far, the only reasons to really open up the deck for me have been to swap out my controllers and to swap out the SSD. Anything else is if it goes bad, and then that's so what? You have to open up the whole thing. Shouldn't happen very often. Well, I'm not ending this quite yet, independent prepper, if that's what if you're saying, or unless you're signing off. Okay. Yeah, sorry, getting a little distracted. Okay. Back to just we're close. We're gonna leave soon, but like I got the deck rebuild project. I did a bunch of updates on it. I have the Patreon. People have been subscribed. Honestly, I've loved how many people supported the Patreon for deck revealed. But I also and I need to put the Patreon in here. I haven't done that yet. But one big thing is, and I haven't. You can subscribe with your email. I haven't put the tiers in yet, but and this is yearly, by the way. For some people, I know they've requested uh, yearly on this type of thing. If you want to continue to support me, though, you can support me on Patreon or here. You don't have to do both, obviously. If you do it on Patreon, it syncs up with the Deck Revealed website. Oops. Which then you need to make sure, and I'll send a Patreon update. But you need to make sure that that you log in here, and then that you accept emails, and you'll get the newsletter. Like I'm going to send additional newsletter stuff about the deck. This is going to become a hub for all things how-to guides kind of things because it's going to lead back to the app kind of. Lumkey, they're doing magic with HDR and Linux. Yes, they are. And have a good night, independent prepper, if you're heading out. So yeah, I will be promoting this really hard. And you can sign up. Like I've said, you free option gets access to the Deck Revealed project, but that's when it's launched in public beta. So in February. All other accounts will get access to the beta this month. So yeah. Then on top of it, I have been working on making even more features for the Deck Revealed, like benefits. But pro account, let's just do a little couple. That was weird. Wolf, did you accidentally hide everything? So it didn't drop. Something happened to disable everything. Yes, but thank you for mentioning. Honestly, that's always nice. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why I did that. I think there's a hotkey that was pressed. Uh, so with the pro account, so they'll be syncing. So a little bit of a sneak peek on this is that some future features for pro accounts as opposed to free, and free is going to be great. Don't worry about that. But the pro accounts, because it's going to cost and all that, I'm going to have syncing and backup features. There's some games that if you're a pro early access or big deck energy, you'll be able to suggest, hey, I want to be able to sync the saves on this. I will be putting a syncing service. It will do more than just that. But with my database, I will be able to do that. I will also be able to back up files. And I just for legal reasons, I'm not going to say what kind of files you could back up. But let's just say, and I will put clause in there, it's like up to the user and all that, and we'll see how that works out. But there's certain emulator systems that have certain things that attach to them that kind of sucks to bring around everywhere. So I'm hoping to have backups for that and the saves for those. So, but that won't probably happen for another month or two. Maybe depends. I really want to sweeten the deal on the pro accounts, obviously, since it pays me. It makes it so that I can develop this longer and that I don't go without food. That that is what it is. I am still thinking about pros. Let's see here. If we go back to the app project, um, as I'm working through this. Yeah, right here. V1.1 features will be backup and sync your data, emulation apps, saves, and all that. Um, I'm going to make it so that you're also going to be able to remember essentially what I want this to do. Because the first one is like I haven't shown it much because I will unveil soon like how it's working. But if you're a Patreon user, you've already seen how it works, and honestly, I think it's come along pretty decent. Um, and I do that because it would be unfair to the people that supported me that I said, hey, you get exclusive access in the beginning and early access and all that to not. I'll get to chat here in a second, so don't worry. Um, so I will get to you guys in a second. So I kind of changed the stretch goals for supporters. 25. I'm going to be releasing utility apps systems. So like essentially, what that means is that you can easily install emulators, custom artwork, and the PlayStation, Xbox Remote Play. That this is obviously these are all features that are going to need to be a little bit better. I know that custom artwork. I'm already working on that right now. But the remote play is going to be interesting to see how that comes along. I have not tested installing that. I know that I can make it easier though. And then I also unveiled some of these other ones. The game launcher support, install Epic Games Launcher and manage the game easier. Okay, I need to rewrite some of this. Obviously, I wrote it a little quick. I want to be able to, and this is just an example. I want to be able to integrate launchers into the system and launchers that are designed around working with the Steam Deck. There are install scripts a part of Steam, and there's a lot of work like I could bare minimum install Epic Games Launcher for you automatically, and potentially even help you utilize it to install your games. Maybe even apply Proton. And these are stretch goals. These could change. Honestly, these could just change to like whatever. These are just fun stretch goals. Manage Proton, because this might be just like what I work on next. Manage Proton GE and GE versions. Automatically apply the best Proton version to your game. Some games, and that means it's going to be community based. This might lean into pro territory, partially because it's the way I have to manage and test everything. But I will be doing some Proton managing in the app itself, so you don't have to go in and download other apps to do that. Oh, yeah, I haven't done a New Year's Eve video yet. I was planning on doing it on New Year's Day to like Happy New Year's everyone, but I was honestly working on the app. Game graphic profiles, recommended performance, and best looking profiles. And this will be Steam Deck related. Probably should have put that in there. Meaning it's going to be profile based, it's going to be data based, and you're going to be able to utilize the best for that version of SteamOS and that version of the game. It will be versioned like that. Graphic profile settings, which are usually saved in a file somewhere, so I can easily back that up and do some additional stuff on there for your deck. This is one thing that Valve has said they are not working on and doing research into it. I know I can do it. It would take a little bit more work, but honestly, things are coming along so far pretty well. That being said, I have the boot video manager at least installing new videos. And I have launching web-based and gaming streaming-based stuff right now, with the exception of Netflix I need to, there's some copyright licensing pieces that are not working fully, but I can always get around that if I have to by just launching the Chrome app itself. So sorry. So I have workarounds if needs be, but I'm still working through all that. App manager, app images, discover, so essentially I'm going to have it so that recommended apps that you can get, it will kind of replace discover a little bit, but we'll see as I get into this. But I'm going to make it so that there's already a utility out there called that's for adding to Steam. We'll be done with this in a second. But yeah, I'm going to make it so that, and I've been looking into these features. I'm going to utilize a lot of scripts that are out there already. I'm going to give Good. Shout out to who's done this. What I'm kind of just what I will be creating a lot of custom stuff that's never been done before, but I'm going to be levying a lot of stuff that's already been done before, but putting it into a nice package that you don't have to worry about. So, what's the logic? What are you guys talking? I don't like like open source device like the Steam Deck. Steam Deck technically is open source. Steam is still actually not open source. So it's like so I was about to say that in one of my videos, and it's not. Thank you, Deathlord Strong. And honestly, you're a supporter. Thank you so much. I'm gonna make that. This is gonna be a really fun app, and honestly, in the end, I'm gonna make this the way I'm making it is gonna be compatible. I mean, I'm gonna have to go back through and run a couple things. It will be compatible with Windows. Necrosphere. Did you revamp the support tiers? I did not. Necrosphere. We can go look at those. I did not revamp them. Everyone gets access to beta though. That's in any of those paid tiers. I do want to rework it a little bit. Necrosphere. I will be doing some polls. I honestly have been so dedicated to just getting this app, and honestly, I wasn't expecting the alpha to have the boot video manager system in it. It's going to have a version of it, a small amount that you can play around with, but it works from game mode. So you, which is, makes me super excited. And that's another reason I want to get off soon is that, albeit tired, not feeling well, I'm getting the packager set up so that you can, like, if you're support, like for Big Deck Energy is going to get it today and tomorrow early, and then it's going to go to the early access, and then supporter tier will get it Sunday, the alpha version, and then the beta version will also start to release next week. The beta version is going to include all three of these with the introduction of the probably this a little bit too, which is going to maybe include a utility also. So this could also get moved up into right here. And what will happen for the beta is that I'll continue to flush out all these pieces as we get going along. Honestly, it is coming along. And like I was saying earlier, it should be able to work on Windows eventually to where, in fact, I wanted to. Like one of the features, and I could go into a lot. I don't want to promise things, but I don't mind giving some fun stuff away right now. I just don't want to overpromise. One of the things, though, that I do plan on doing is there's file to file. There's so many apps out there. I would love to, and I want to know what people want. But a file to file transfer from a Windows device or any other device, if they have the app installed on there to your Steam Deck, I could potentially do that. Meaning, hey, I have this peer-to-peer access. I have access to the file systems. I want to transfer over the network as long as you're on the same network. Technically, I could do it. I could do it over the internet if I really wanted to with the peer-to-peer systems. That being, I have done some stuff, but it was video-based for that, for a company that I did video-based, mostly WebRTC stuff, but kind of interesting. But I can make it so that you can just transfer your files from your main PC in an easier way. You can still do it, but I want to make it so that it's just dead easy. The whole point of this is to make it easy. And honestly, I want this to live past the Steam Deck. This is my concept for this is that this will be an amazing tool belt for the deck, but I do foresee this being able to be used on other devices eventually. Even this is kind of nice to just have one app to kind of control this instead of have to download all the crap again. The boot video manager is an interesting one to get that working. I know you can change certain things on other operating systems, but this one could be a fun one to see with Windows. I haven't done that in decades though. I'll be updating a couple things, but honestly, I think I'm going to be ahead of a lot of this stuff. We're going to do really well, and including the pro accounts. The pro accounts, I am going to make it, let's just say I'm going to make it super spicy for you guys to want a pro account. Which is a paid account. And it not only helps me, but it pays for these systems like the backup and syncing. I'm not I have to pay for it somehow, and so I do want to add that to it. So we're gonna get into a lot of fun stuff. Um, but yeah, just know that deckreveal.com from now on is going to be your friend for deck related stuff. It's going to include a lot here. Gamesreveal.com is going to go to more, it could still have tips, tricks. It will have games related stuff to the deck and all that. This is going to be deck guides, recommended stuff. Well, I'll even put the accessory stuff here. And yeah, me and Wolf will probably be working on that for the next little while. So subscribe to it. Every week you're going to be getting updates on new deck stuff and all that. Like it's going to be the thing that you're going to want. Let's go to comments. I'm so sorry I've been neglectful. Uh oh. Wolf. Screen. Who's Screen? I'll have to look up. Oh, Screenlight. Okay. Screenlight bought a Steam Deck on eBay, and when he opened it, it was the Logitech. Yeah, you can refund that. Make sure to take pictures along the way, make videos and all that. Contact eBay. Scammers love to scam, man. And there's a ton of scams with Steam Decks and all that kind of coming out. Um, yeah, Necrosphere. I don't know if I answered your question though. Did you revamp the support tiers? I have not. I do want to revamp and make them better though, and I am getting close. But I also want to get some feedback too. So, always good to see the Happy New Year stuff. Does Digo? My biggest issue is that GOG Galaxy doesn't save my user credentials, and I have to input it every time. Yeah, there's a lot of issues with all that. The problem is that if there's some type of underlying issue with that or their API or whatnot, I have to look into all this. If I can get, if I can get, and they don't expose APIs typically for this type of stuff, like to create a launcher. Usually, like you have to reverse engineer this. If I can get it to where I can get a token from these companies and then ping their systems and download and all that, like I can do it from there. I've consumed so many APIs in my life, I can do it. So the launcher integration will be really interesting to see. Okay, Screenlight. Now I understand what you were saying earlier. Yeah, the launchers integration. Honestly, if it would be the biggest win for this app if I got an easier way to install Epic Games and then match, because Steam does have install configs and stuff like that for Proton and additional stuff for these games. If I can match that with and get it near to what Steam is like, but with Epic Games and those free tiers and all that, like the free games, dude, this will be a massive game, or this will be a game changer for people, I think. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yeah, it looks like we've resolved your stuff, Screenlight, but at least I got it to be a part of the conversation. Okay, Death Lord Strong. Don't recommend Teenage Daughters. Noted. So far, I don't have to worry about that. Steam Deck Master Race. Love it. Necrosphere. Oh, I had an employer that I said PC Master Race once because it's a little on the nose of like, I don't know how people take it nowadays on the PC side of things, but it's like he did not get it. Probably thought I was a Nazi. And in today's world, who knows? Screenlight. Do you know if dual boot is more stable? Is more stable now? It is not. I don't think they've done much for it. What happens is that you can install them side by side, but one is going to win over the other, and it's usually Windows. Windows wants to be the de facto boot manager, and now there's ways around this, obviously. But then once you get into Windows and you update it, that boot management system goes away. Now, This is going into stuff that I probably can't really do for a good long while. I'm not a systems developer. When it comes to low level systems and doing stuff like this, that's not my cup of tea. Utilizing other or using APIs, utilizing a lot of the stuff I'm doing with the deck rebuild project, I can do that. Um, Death Lord Strong. I need my own room. Let's see here. Lumkey. Linux in general doesn't have any apps for a lot of streaming sites. No, it doesn't have the support. And honestly, a lot of apps you see, like on the TV and stuff like that, is probably a web app um, wrapped. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. It's most likely that for a lot of them. That being said, I don't think you're going to see a huge difference with this as opposed to I am getting a little bit of like we'll get into it when I do some more updates on this whole media launcher stuff. But I do want it to make it so that you can manage everything easier. Necrosphere. Sorry, off topic, but anybody check out the Humble Bundle choice selection for Gen is pretty good. I did not. Out while I read more comments. I haven't, but I'll. It was a FedEx issue, Brink. They mixed labels. What? Like with the light stuff? Jeez, the screen light. I mean, I kind of agree with Necrosphere. Why not buy your deck from Valve directly? But if you feel like you got a good deal and they did mess up on that, then yeah, honestly, why not get it from eBay if you can get an even better deal? Necrosphere, I'm waiting for the official support from Valve to start dual booting my deck. Honestly, if you really want to go through all the hassle, then it's not too bad. Well, it's annoying. If you don't mind the hassle though of getting it all set up, it works. But that's only if you really need Windows support. Um, Crazy. Off topic. My New Year's sucked. I was sick through the whole. Oh, that's right, Crazy. I'm so sorry you were sick. Crazy through the whole New Year's lull. But happy New Year's to everyone. Let me start getting these kids to bed because they're starting school tomorrow. So good. So good night, everyone. Good night, Crazy. Thank you for stopping by. And yes, we'll be wrapping this up very soon. Proclaims PC mass race equals the way you wrote that. I don't know. Medic. Humble bundles are so awesome. I agree. Screen light. Oh yes, and don't forget screen light aggressively grabs crowbar. Okay, I love that. Okay. I think your comment wins. We're just gonna leave that right there. A little longer screen light. Wait, how's this? Huh. Let's see here. What is the deal? Is it the bundle? Where's the bundle? Bundles. If I can read. I do actually like how they do books and some other sometimes like Udemy. I'm going way off topic. Udemy and this place have some pretty good deals on courses for learning to program and even game development. Like I've gotten a lot of game development stuff. Ooh. Ooh, they have an asset pack for horror games for Unreal. Oh, okay, well, I'm probably gonna get that. I'm prototyping my game, and so any assets that I don't have to make right now, I can either modify later on or redo is a save in time for prototyping. The level up and learn communication and meditation. Is this the pack? This I don't know of almost any of these games. I mean, I've seen some of them. I own one or two. Is this the pack? Am I going crazy? It's not bad, but it's different though. Okay. Or is it the sales going on? We don't need to get into this. This is yeah. Okay, last but not least, let's start closing this thing out so I can the humble bundle choice. No problem, Necrosphere. I oh, the membership. I used to have the membership. I haven't played Tribes of Midgard, but everyone knows what I think about Doom Eternal. How much is the membership again? It's like $10 a month. Yeah, yeah, it's 11.99. Not a bad deal. You can get Doom Eternal for a pretty good price, though. I do like how it supports charity, though. So I will have to say it's really hard to like go against something like this. But yeah, I used to have their monthly subscription. I just don't anymore. I have my backlog so full, I just couldn't keep up. But I do like it. Cool. That does support good causes too. So I will say, like, awesome with that type of stuff. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to deckrevealed.com or check out the Patreon. I'll have this all updated. In fact, this will actually look a little bit more like a landing page soon. I have to go and update it manually in HTML. I am using Ghost though. I've liked it in the past, so but you'll see more stuff come in here, including podcasts once I get it up onto different places that the podcast will be. So this podcast, this might be an exception because we just chatted the whole time. Okay, with that being said, before we head out, let's say our goodbyes. If you guys have anything else to say it now or forever hold your peace until we do this again. I am working on a schedule for this year. We are going to be getting more streams. There's going to be a membership stream for YouTube. So once the YouTube memberships come out, and I'm trying to make them as cheap as possible because I don't want to seem greedy with the deck rebuild project, but the deck rebuild projects, I hope you support it because you're going to get something out of the deck rebuild project. And then the membership that I'll be releasing soon for YouTube, hopefully you support it because you want to see more of my content and have more fun with me. So honestly, it's going to be the fun button, and I'll have a like a pricey tier, maybe, I don't know, but right now a lot of stuff that you might want is going to be unlocked pretty easy. So, with that being said, I doesn't look like anyone else has to say anything else to say. Hi, yes, Necrosphere. Hi, oh, Lomkey, hi and pie. Necrosphere. Right now, Doom Eternal is cheap on every site right now. I had to grab it, but I'm currently playing Doom. Yeah, both are cheap right now. Doom is just like I don't know what it is. They're like what Valve does. Valve's like, oh, you haven't heard of Half-Life 2? Here it is for $1. That's what it's been doing. And honestly, Doom is amazing. So thank you guys for the well wishes. Thank you guys for stopping by. I will be biggest Death Lord Strong. Let's get Brink get better. Hope you do get better, bud. Looking forward to your YouTube membership. Thank you. Yeah, honestly, everything helps. And I want to make sure that you guys are getting a lot back in return. So thank you guys for watching. At the end of the day, I just need to go get some sleep. I'm going to go do that. Thank you guys. Peace out. Later. See you guys in Discord.